Like, you're not under arrest. You're not in trouble. You're just the owner of this vehicle that we believe is the vehicle.
I'm not the owner of the vehicle.
So as far as paperwork, they didn't get registered out of your name, right?
Yeah.
So
the thing is,
for what we see, it looks like you're the owner of the vehicle.
Yeah. So. But either way, the moral of it all is it's supposed to be for a YouTube video.
Okay.
And obviously got blown out of proportion like crazy.
Yeah.
It's way blown out of proportion. It wasn't even supposed to be anything even near that.
This is Ilya Kukhar. He did a prank style YouTube video and got caught.
It's just the weird allegedly, I get it, YouTube channel. And so more information is coming in now that it's been all over the news.
I understand someone allegedly sent a video of someone on site arresting someone, which I understand that is way blown out of proportion.
Okay.
It was on a private, property that's ours, that we were filming it as a skit.
Okay.
So it's obviously no one's arresting someone actually for real or anything. The video is literally just that car with actual ice, with actual bags of ice and delivering ice to businesses.
Which when you look closely, it says deliveries underneath ice, right?
So the whole logo allegedly is completely it's fully different.
Permanently adhere to the car.
Sticker? Or can you peel it off easy?
I think it comes right off.
It does come right off. Okay.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
I like how you throw it in there.
Now, it has blown up as a story in the local community. Here was security video outside of a Ukrainian grocery store in Fife, Washington. According to KOMO News, the vehicle with ice on the side circled the lot of the business. Onlookers noticed the vehicle. One even appeared to yell at them. Considering the times we are in and how ice has been used, this act stokes fear in communities across the country. After seeing this video, the Fife Police Department shared images of the automobile and asked for any tips. They released this special bulletin for all to see. According to Assistant Chief Doug Newman, the car fled when security came out of the store. He would tell a local Fox affiliate that the decals were similar to DHS's ICE emblem and that the intention was clear: be provocative and, in his words, create disharmony throughout the community. Elena Ray, the manager of Emish Market, where more than 50% of employees and customers are Ukrainian, told local media that the car drove around the lot, parked, backed up, vice versa, rinse, wash, repeats for about 5 minutes. It would later be confirmed the vehicle did not belong to DHS. Ray would add that it feels threatening for someone to commit such an act. She said people who frequent the market have come from a literal war zone. Per Wired, a store security guard reported that a patrol-style vehicle with a decal resembling the ICE emblem had sped into the parking lot while honking its horn. When he approached the vehicle, he said he saw an occupant filming. In a written statement, which appears to have been provided by the same security guard, a witness would go on to say that the occupant filming them made them feel, quote, extremely uncomfortable, unsafe, and threatened at their workplace. They would go further, Wood Wired. Investigators later obtained a video of the vehicle, which appears to have been taken on a cell phone that is, which shows a man dressed in clothes resembling an ICE officer conducting what looks like an arrest. The occupant, they would learn, was 27-year-old aspiring YouTuber and TikTok creator Ilya Kukhar. Though his TikTok appears to have been scrubbed and taken down, a screen recording from police shows Kukhar formerly had 6 followers. 6. ABC News would report Kukhar, who's 26, was charged for impersonating an ICE officer after allegedly driving the car that displayed ICE's emblems, along with a pseudo-seal of the United States Department of Homeland Security. That vehicle was a former patrol car for a local police department. It had no license plates at the store parking lot. He would then, in my view at least, appear to lie to the police in regards to that squad car. From Wired once more. During his interview, Kukhar did not admit to owning the vehicle, though police records show they obtained proof that he had purchased the car. Kukhar also would not say where the car was when asked, asserting that he didn't have it. What we must understand about all of this is how dangerous these acts are. Think about this subset category of the Department of Homeland Security. Think about every video that we have seen. Think about the people that have died because of this agency. Think about all of the sexual assaults that have taken place in DHS facilities. Think about Dilly. Think about if that was your kid. Think about if your kid was crying out for help. Think about it. Think about all of the ways that they are brutalizing people because they either go against the regime or they're black and brown. Think about the tactics that they put forth. And then think about a person who has an idea for a funny little hoo-ha prank to go out and buy a used former police vehicle, put some work into it to make it look like an ICE vehicle, and roam the parking lot where immigrants are going, if not first generation, second generation, and on immigrants, predominantly to a grocery store. Think about how people are getting snatched up left and right, maybe because they are a minority or because they have broken English, and they're being 20 questioned by a secret police force where we don't even know who these people are because they're covering their faces, and you think it's hilarious. How sadistic are you? Look, we have all made poor choices in our lives. This dude is in his 20s. I hope that he writes this wrong. I hope in some way he has some introspection. But think about the humor that you have if you think this is hilarious to your literal 6 followers. What goes through your mind, youngster? What makes you think this is a great idea and a great way to spend your time and a great way to spend your money? That wasn't donated to you. You bought it, it seems. And you think this is great. You think it's great content for a YouTube video. Hey, here's a better idea. Why don't you sell your soul, hit yourself in the head with a hammer, and go investigate daycare centers where the crime has already been solved? Then you could be the next Nick Shirley or Tyler Oliveira, who's basically putting on the entire eating cats and dogs front that the president ran with in a debate against Kamala Harris. There's some ideas. And you know what? The thing is, if he were to start praising, in the words of Nicki Minaj, the assassin J.D. Vance, they'd probably love him. But you know what? I will say, learn from this dude. There are plenty of other ways to make content. This ain't it. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTSports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.